Guys, meet my new wife. Her name is Miss 2B. I had no idea what Nier Automata was when I first started the show, but as I watched it, I ended up really enjoying the story, characters, and learned that this anime was actually a game that came out 6 years ago in 2017. And my god, are the reviews for this game insane. Everybody loves it and basically describe it as the best game they've ever played, probably because of the main character, my new wife. Anyways, let's review this anime and see why it was one of my favorites of 2023 and why this game is beloved by everybody. If you're new here, I create banging anime videos from breakdowns, recommendations, news, and relating anime to real life. We do it all here. Let's get this video started. The first scene of the story is pretty intense, and honestly, I was all for it. I love dramatic sad shit. We see the main character carrying a corpse over a hill, and we can see this world is very gritty from the start, and the rain really adds to that. We see the main character asking why war exists and why she has to take part in it. Already, we meet one of the main themes the story explores: war. We learn that this time period the story is based in is over 10,000 years after World War II, and we can notice that with the technological advancement of the androids. 10,000 years ago, aliens invaded the Earth with these robots called machine life forms. They forced the humans out of Earth and made them seek refuge in the moon. Humans, in an attempt to take their home back, created androids, robots that look exactly like humans and have a lot of abilities like mechs, self-generated weapons, and hacking abilities. They also have these small drones that follow them that are really powerful too. These androids fight the machine life forms in hopes that the humans can take back the Earth. We follow a fellow android named 2B doing a mission given to her by the humans to take down a target machine life form that is freaking massive. It reminds me of Transformers when that robot Decepticon just formed through a combination of like 5 robots.
I am directly below the enemy scrotum.
Anyways, we can see 2B can handle herself well against machine robots and makes them look like fools, but then the target appears and she kinda gets overwhelmed. But not to fear, because 9S, another android, is called to assist on his mission. He is a little more easygoing than 2B, and we see that he has the ability to hack into other robots / machine life forms. The way his hacking is portrayed in the show is honestly really cool in my opinion. The screen changes with the black bars coming in from the top and the bottom, and we see 9S enter and interact with different environments while hacking. He either gets distracted by them or is able to achieve the hacking he wants to do, and honestly, I love seeing each of his hacking scenes. Each was unique and had something different to tell. We see both 2B and 9S try their absolute best to take down this machine life form, and see they make some choices that kind of resemble human actions. As they fight, these androids try to take the responsibility by their lonesome in a way that makes you think, do they care for one another? They are robots and they shouldn't have feelings, but seem like they do have feelings. We see they struggle with this one massive machine life form, but they actually take it down. But then out of nowhere, we see 3 more of these machine life forms come out and they get completely overwhelmed, and it requires 9S and 2B to self-destruct themselves, unleashing a huge bomb that takes down these 3 Goliaths that appeared. They were too beat up to mobilize and leave, and plus they really needed to do this mission, so they self-destruct. We still hear 2B talking and saying how she would do anything to make 9S happy. We see her wake up and run through the facility to 9S, tell him thank you for sending their memories to the facility to have them remember everything that happened. He tells her sorry, that he has no recollection of memories related to the mission and what she is talking about. The last thing he remembers is being called to assist her on the mission. He explains he probably only had enough time to get 2B's memories and not his own. 9S then salutes 2B and they both say glory to mankind. This last line of salute just gives me such an eerie vibe, because at the beginning of the show, we hear how cruel a life 2B lives and the fact that they still salute to mankind. The people that brought him here in the first place and forced him to fight a war they shouldn't even be a part of. Now this is crazy to me because first off, these androids are not supposed to have emotions, but the first thing 2B did when she realized she was still alive was go thank 9S because of the recollection of memories he gave her. But it is heart-wrenching because we see that it is technically 9S's first time meeting 2B, so the relationship isn't what it really is. The show follows 2B and 9S doing a recon mission on Earth, but 9S is kind of confused because Why send a model like 2B, who is an attack type, when they have 9S and he is a recon model? We see the cruel world that the humans force the androids to do for them, and how they specifically forbid these androids from feeling emotions for some reason. We see 9S and 2B actually form a really close relationship through season 1 as they go through this mission that turns out to be so much bigger than they thought it was. And they actually join the first types of androids in the battlefield on Earth who aren't as advanced as 2B and 9S. Throughout the show, we see these machine life forms who honestly look like potatoes, but have us see some of their evolution. Throughout the show, 9S constantly repeats how machine life forms are so low in ability compared to him and 2B. He explains they can't feel emotion even if they tried, they couldn't possibly talk, and etc. But we actually see some really funny scenes of these robots changing from killing machines to talking and pacifist robots. We see them experience how it is to be human with emotions. They feel happiness, anger, even this type of emotion, which made me die of laughter when I saw it. It explores how it is to be human, and the androids actually think about this in the show. They were made to be like the creators. So why is it that they are trapped and oppressed to feel any emotions and only fight a war that is not even in their battle to fight? There are quite a bit of things that made me really enjoy this anime. First, I think 9S and 2B are really interesting together. We hear time and time again that they are forbidden to feel emotions, but when we see them talking, there's sort of a hint of emotion there. Like 2B telling 9S to stop with the formality and calling her ma'am. But then 9S accidentally does it again, and we see 2B briefly smile. Like, I see you, ma'am. You kinda like my boy 9s, and he does like you too. Following the machine life forms changing and evolving was really interesting and funny to see. They start reading books, and this is what causes them to slowly change from warriors who don't talk to soldiers that abandon the battlefield to just grow flowers. It shows that they're able to defy the odds of them being able to change and grow. And they're honestly so funny when we see them on screen, but can also be very terrifying if they are not evolved pacifists. There is a mysterious force in the background pulling all the strings in this, and it is really eerie to think of. Why do I think this? We legit never see a human in the show, and it just throws me off completely when these androids have to take orders from humans that they don't ever see. They send the 9S and 2B to do this mission, but this mission becomes something much more. 2B and 9S confront an android who goes completely rogue from the Yorha group. Yorha is basically the company or the group of androids that are set with this task of winning this war for the humans. But we have no idea why this android goes rogue, and they get specific orders not to come in contact with her because she is dangerous. But is she dangerous because she'll kill him, or is she dangerous because she's going to tell him something that will make them go rogue too? And this is like a one case scenario because we don't hear any other android units going rogue. So why did this one do it? Did they use emotions to come out of this everlasting war that they're a part of? Who knows? 2B meets a machine life form that makes her question the reality of the situation completely, but I won't say anything more to spoil you all. I didn't even talk about the visuals, music, or action sequences, and honestly, I don't need to. They speak for themselves and they are amazing. I really enjoy the intro and outro song. This is a very interesting and fun watch for me, and honestly, I cannot wait till I see season 2 of this come out. Let me know your thoughts on Nier Automata if you have seen it before, and if you have played the game before, because I'm thinking about getting it myself. If you made this far into the video, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you so much. If you like these type of videos, subscribe for weekly videos. We basically upload every single week, talking about anime in all different types of ways. And I will see you on the next one, guys. Have a great day and peace.